aura is made up of different layers. Everything has an aura, all the way down to this piece of paper, you know, which have a little etheric vibration to it, where you have a complex individual such as myself with many layers. That's just a subtle physical layer, an etheric layer, a vital layer. You have an astral layer, a mental layer, and it expands farther and farther. So, but the thing that people don't understand is that we also have entities around us all the time in various dimensions. Most of the time, these entities can't even perceive us as much as we can't perceive them. Just like a lot of us need mediums to get to them, they need mediums to get to us. So certain ones of them, they find a medium, something that they can cling to, something they can latch to, that's somewhat close to their nature or likeness that they can cling to. So you have an astral entity from the astral realm, for example. Astral realm is a very emotional realm. So you have these emotional entities that find an interest in this physical realm, and they attach themselves to different things. So, for example, let's say there's an old doll. These entities tend to attach themselves to things like statues, dolls, portraits. I have a nice little picture right here of a guy drumming. You know what I mean? I have a picture right here of a woman in deep thought. But even in images such as this, you can find yourself with an astral entity attached to its aura. You understand? Things aren't as hard and physical as they seem. Science has proved this. The farther deeper you go, the more spaced out things are. And in the following years, it's going to get a little more, it's going to be a lot more interesting with the advancements in science and metaphysics. But anyway, let's get back to this. So anyway, the point I was trying to make is that, so they attach themselves to these certain types of objects because they want our attention. They want our attention. They feed off of it. Some of them feed off of joy. But a lot of them feed off of depression, anger, and jealousy, and things of that nature. So for most people, what we have is a vital auric layer. A vital auric layer, and what that is a filter. So most people experience these entities that may be coming to them as a sudden emotional outburst or feeling of depression or something of that nature. Whereas people like me with a very sensitive vital auric layer can experience these entities very personally. They can affect me on a physical layer, a physical level, so to speak. So what I mean is that, literally, I will not be able to enter the astral realm, meaning go to sleep at night, until a certain object is removed from my house. I have a lot of friends and a lot of psychic individuals that have had issues with certain entities and presences around certain objects, and they're not able to sleep unless this object's like at least 10 to 20 feet away from their house. So with this being said, this shows me that there's a lot of proof out there. If you talk to people, there's people, but even people that aren't that sensitive will get a certain strange feeling around certain pictures. I feel like this picture's watching me. You know what I'm saying? There's something about this statue I just don't like, and it has nothing to do with fear. There's things I've tried to add to my altar. As you notice, I have a nice little altar right here. This is an Ogun altar. But anyway, there will be various things I wanted to add to certain altars that I've had to take off because the presence around it is just completely negative and out of control. You know, just begging for my attention. You know, trying to jump on me, trying to possess me at night, trying to beat me up in my dreams. You know, where there's no peace in your house. For a psychic, for someone like myself, a spiritual sensitive, these senses are just as real for me as sight may be to you, or the sense of smell, or touch. I can literally feel with my third eye, so to speak, with my sixth sense. I can actually sense these beings and entities and whether they're positive or negative and get them out of my house really quick.